Today, I want to talk to you about why coaching is way better than drugs. You're going to love this episode. Let's go.
Are you ready to shine? Come on, it's the shiny one.
You got this. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Shiny Minds Show with Dr. Shiny. Today, I want to talk to you about what coaching means and why it is way better than any kind of drugs that you might be considering, including those serotonin pills that might known as very, very friendly, and still they have side effects. I know a lot of people are trying to deal with their emotions by taking drugs, by numbing their emotions because they don't know how to cope with them. They're either too much, too overwhelming, too fearful, or too limiting. We are not taught how to manage our emotions. We are not given instructions to manage anxiety, to manage the guilt inside, to manage that envy that you have when somebody is living the life that you want to live. We are not taught any of that. Unfortunately, well, things are changing. We live in a better world right now. More conscious education is out there available, thank goodness. And still yet, if you are Gen X or even Gen Z or even millennial, you know what I'm talking about. You're not taught that. You got to be a very, very small kid right now if you're learning how to manage your emotions at school these days, right? And that is the point. The point is, as human beings, we are living in this human outfit that is managed by electrical impulses that are called emotions. Okay. What is emotion? Emotion is energy in motion. When you move, there is energy. There is energy that your body is generating, and that energy is not always positive. Unfortunately, there are sometimes very low level energies that we need to manage. And because we have responsibilities, because we have tasks, because we have jobs, responsibilities, assignments, and meetings that we need to show up to, we cannot just do nothing about those heavy emotions. We cannot not deal with them. So what do we do? Well, a lot of people, they end up taking drugs. They end up, oh, you know what? I'm just taking this, antidepressant. So it is just helping me. It's just for now. Or I've heard other people say, I'm using marijuana. It's legal in so many states right now. It's some sort of like herbal. Even though it is herbal, it's drug. It's still something that affects your thinking. It interrupts your natural process. So it's important for us to really take a look at what we are doing. Like, what are you really doing when we are taking drugs? What does it mean that you are going to do something to your brain? It's not okay. Like, we should not be okay taking drugs inside our body. We should not welcome them. At least that's what I believe. And I'm aware there are very, very special circumstances that requires absolutely clinical and medical intervention. I get that. I'm not talking about those situations. The situations that I'm talking about are, everyday challenges, not clinical diagnosis. Okay, so I just want to make myself clear about what I'm talking about. So now let's talk about what coaching is and why coaching is better than drugs. Coaching is, in ICF's terminology, partnering up with clients in a thought-provoking and creative process that inspires them to maximize their own personal and professional potential. Meaning, when we get to work with our clients, when we get to hold a space for them, when we not judge them, when we don't tell them what to do, when we allow them just to be, when we ask them questions so that they can get clear about themselves, so that they can get to know more about themselves, they can get intimate with themselves. I know I'm using very interesting terminology that you may not always hear in your everyday life. And that is the point. The point is to go a little bit galactic in my language, to go above and beyond what we are really doing in our everyday lives and to question everything, to question what we are doing and why we are doing them. Why are we telling people what to do? Why are we trying to fix them? Why are we giving them labels? Why are we telling them, oh my God, you're difficult. Oh my God, you are so much. Oh my God, you're dramatic. All these labels, are they really helping? Are they really, really helping? Let me put it this way. If they were helping, would we need drugs? If the way that we have been relating to each other, if the way that we have been showing up for each other was helping, would people be taking drugs to be able to manage their emotions? I don't think so. I think there is something wrong here. I think there is an invitation here that we really need to pause and we really, truly need to ask ourselves, like, what are we doing to each other? What are we doing to each other to a point that somebody would be okay to take something to their body? It's any kind of drugs I'm talking about mental drugs at this point, just to numb the pain. What are we doing to each other? Why are we doing that? I just want us to really think about this. I don't want to live in this world, do you? I hope not. I don't want to live in a world where people suffer and they can't manage their emotions and then they end up taking drugs to numb the pain, to avoid the pain, to let go of that kind of heaviness. And they have nobody to talk to. Do you know why they have nobody to talk to? Because nobody knows how to listen. They can talk to anybody. They can just go vent and they can just share, you know what, this is what I'm feeling. My life sucks, so on and so forth. What are they going to hear? Well, you know what? You were too much. You were this and you're that. Nobody knows how to listen. Nobody knows how to acknowledge, validate, and go deep. And that's why we need coaching. That's why we need the coaching modality to connect to our humanness inside. I want to live in a world where humanity wins, where love wins, where trust and acknowledgement and validation and support and understanding and just asking questions and being curious and just like sitting there and then looking at each other and just being present in that moment wins. That's the world I want to live. What kind of a world do you want to live? That's why I created my Academy of Neuro-Shine Technology. I created my Academy because I said, if I want to do something in this world that is different than the world it is right now, I got to do something about it. I got to be the change that I want to see in the world. So I took charge. I'm so glad I did. I've been teaching mindset, neuro-linguistic programming, communication, leadership strategies, 10 different powerful disciplines from all walks of realms, from metaphysics to quantum physics to neuroscience to heart science to leadership to positive psychology to coaching, because I wanted to study life. I wanted to study being a human. I wanted to understand the root cause of our pain and suffering. I wanted to understand why. Why are we damaging each other? Why are we causing each other to take drugs? Because drugs have side effects. You think that, oh yeah, I'm just getting dopamine, serotonin. Oh, I'm just, this is just psychedelic, whatever that is. It's a drug. To me, like you won't see me doing that. I might be just in my own way. I get it. I am always open to busting my own assumptions. My way is not the way. I'm just challenging the assumption that somebody has to take drugs to deal with their heavy emotions. This is what I am challenging. And I always want to challenge that because there are so many more healthier ways. There are so many more human ways, like connecting to one another, like opening up our hearts, like really truly listening to each other, listening at the global level 3 in my Neuro-Shine technology that we talk about, listening not to fix, listening not to tell them what to do, but listening to really get curious about this human being in front of us. Wow, what makes you unique? I would love to get to know you. Who are you? What are you made of? What makes you excited? What are you fascinated about? Do you ever have these conversations? If not, I encourage you to get a coach, work with a coach, or even better, become a coach. Coaching gets you deeper and deeper and deeper within yourself. Coaching makes you intimate with yourself. Coaching makes you get to know yourself better than ever before because you're going to need to answer powerful questions that you've never heard in your entire life. Everybody is busy doing their life, trying to manage their emotions, getting drugs or whatsoever. They won't have the time to sit down and listen to you, give their heart and then their mind and their soul to you with their full whole self, and then ask you powerful questions based on exactly what you are sharing with them. That's what coaching is. That's what my coaches are all about. That's what we do at the Academy of Neuro-Shine Technology. We invite everybody to become human again, especially in the world that we live today in 2025, with all the AI and technology and intelligence and then robots and automations and everything so easy and so fast-paced. We invite everybody to pause, to slow down, and to be human again. We invite everybody to get to know themselves because that is the most magical thing you can ever do with your life. What are you going to do when you are at the end of your life? What are you going to wish for? Are you going to wish for, oh, I wished I worked more hours so that I could have checked more boxes on my to-do list? Would you wish for that? Or would you wish for more presence, more joyful and meaningful time with your loved ones, more impact, more maximizing your potential, who you truly are? Would you wish for becoming your true potential? You know what I hear most of the time why people avoid looking in is because they're so afraid to meet their powerful potential of who they can become. Because when you face your ultimate potential, there's no going back. You get obsessive with that taste. You love that taste. You love becoming that person. You love your delicious version and you want that every moment. And that makes you leave everything behind. That makes you question things. That makes you go out of the box, out of the society, rebel against the norms, challenge the norms, challenge the rules, and just go on your own way and look within and find your own truth inside, which is our whole philosophy at the Academy of Neuro-Shine Technology. Align with your truth, because somebody else's truth is never yours unless you decide to own it, unless you feel aligned with it, unless you feel that what we call the Neuro-Shine Moments of Truth, when you have all these like goosebumps. It's not like a mental insight. It's not an emotional breakthrough. It's even deeper than that because your whole body is resonating with that truth. And then there is, physics of resonance, as you know, that is happening to you. A whole body, yes, delicious experience. That's what we call the neuro-shine moment. The neurons are carrying that electrical impulse to your neurites around your heart, creating that shining of the cosmic light within so that your whole core essence, your soul, shines through. That is what I want to talk about today. That's why coaching is way better than drugs. That's why you want to work with a coach. You want to get your neurons shined. You want to get your heart open. You want to get your relationships deepen. You want to feel more grateful in life. Don't you want to feel more grateful in your life? Don't you want to wake up saying, I love my life? Don't you want to wake up getting excited of who you can become every day? That's what I'm talking about. And that's my philosophy. If you would like to learn more, please go to my website, shinyinstall.com. Grab that free PDF. Look at the information and then look how we work with you. And perhaps get in touch with us. Learn more. If you want to work with a coach, we have so many world-class ICF accredited education graduate coaches. Okay. And then they want to work with you. They want to work with you. They want to just give their love and their skills and then their heart to you. And we would love to create more Neuro-Shine moments of truth for you, for the world. So that's all for today. I hope this episode inspired you, made your neurons shine a little bit more. And I hope that you're going to share this, put a like on it. Tell me what you think. Perhaps put a comment on it. Tell me what you think about coaching. Tell me what you think about Neuro-Shine technology. And we would love to hear from you. Dear Shiny Minds, thank you for allowing my light into your neurons. And until next time, keep shining your light.
Go Galactic. Go Galactic. Go Galactic.
neuro-galactic.
Then you're in the right place. Let's go, let's go.